think it's kind of exciting that you have a brand new asset class.
Senator Cynthia Lummis is co-sponsoring the bill, and she agrees nobody is popping the champagne quite yet.
There's no time for a victory lap because there's still a lot of work to do. It's going to take at least 3 weeks and maybe more. I would love to have this bill on the floor in June. That's probably pretty optimistic.
And bottom line here, we're weeks away from a real Senate vote, and even if it does pass, these rules take 18 months to actually kick in. Senators...
Absolutely, they take 18 months or longer to kick in. I remember everyone saying, we're going to the moon as soon as the ETFs are live. That was not the case because these things take time. I am the Digital Asset Guy, your host. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a quick video because I've got to get to a business meeting soon. But anyway, that is some talk about the Clarity Act on the news with Senator Cynthia Lummis. She has worked so hard on this bill. You know, I want to do a video mashup where it's all the time she has updated us on the Clarity Act and really get a sense of how much work she's put in. But in that 18 months or however long this is going to take, I think it'll be, maybe a couple years until we really see the effects of this Clarity Act and the ETFs in this next bull run and everything, and I think it's just cyclical and it's market sentiment. As I've said, I didn't think they were going to pass the Clarity Act in the bear market, and I said back in November, I think they're going to dangle this carrot in front of us for months and then, maybe get the ball rolling in the summer, and then when we're off into into the next bull run, then all of a sudden the Clarity Act's passed and we worked out all the problems, here it comes. But what you can do in the meantime, like the Digital Asset Guy has been doing for a decade, is getting prepared for this. Nothing that I say in these videos is financial or investment advice, just my own personal thoughts, feelings, opinions, philosophies, things like that, just for entertainment and educational purposes only. But now is a great time. This is like a second chance in this bear market to get your foot in the door if you want to get into crypto. Here is my partner, I Trust Capital. You can own crypto inside of an IRA, traditional, Roth, or SEP, or not inside of an IRA and inside of a premium custody account, which is just a regular account, but you still only pay 1% transaction fees, trading fees, and then they have a premium custody treasury if you have an institution, business, LLC, things like that. It has absolutely changed my life. I Trust Capital. I think a Roth IRA right now, this is just my opinion. I think it's crazy to not have crypto in a Roth IRA right now. So if we look at coin market cap, we've seen a pullback, but it wasn't, I wouldn't call it a liquidation. We'll have to see what the blockchain backer says, but we pulled down a little bit. We were up, knocking on the door of 82,000, and then now we pulled back to about 77, but we're kind of getting back up there. I don't think we had an actual liquidation, but these prices are looking very good. I just posted in my group saying when everyone was selling the Clarity Act news, the Digital Asset Guy was backing up the truck again. And if we go lower, I'll probably buy more. It's just an opportunity. Here is the blockchain backers post 10 hours ago. Bitcoin's major challenge right now is 82,000. Post-capitulation ranges typically find resistance here. So long as it can't break, longer accumulation is on the table. Should 82,000 clear, it would open daily breadth, which historically signs the true bottom is already in. So notice how we're making a little top there. Doesn't mean it's going to be the top and we go all the way back down, but it absolutely could. And these will just be opportunities. In one of my videos, back 3 weeks ago, I drew this very scenario in purple down here, and I just thought, I've been doing this a while. I've seen where we get to the top of these ranges. We've been trading, Bitcoin's been trading in between here around, basically in the between 65 and 75,000 for a while. So I thought, my guess is we just come back down to the bottom of the range. That may happen, may not. Watch the Blockchain Backers video where he shows you all the technical terms and everything. And it's this guy, meeting him again or hanging out with him in Vegas. He's just as sincere in real life as he is in his videos. This guy is usually right on the money. And when you look at the comments, people are very nasty in here. A lot of times, not everybody, but sometimes people are, they'll get in here and say, you said this 3 weeks ago, and now you're saying this. People, crypto's the most volatile market in the world. You cannot be right all the time. You cannot put, Blockchain Backer says it all the time, it's a fool's errand to predict time in crypto. So he tells you what he sees in the charts, and it's never exactly what he predicts. History never rhymes, or never repeats, but it rhymes. So I just laugh when I see people being highly critical in here, and I feel for the Blockchain Backer, because in my hometown there are times when, let's see if I can find a picture of one of my classes that I posted. There are times when people will get on me and, oh, you said this and now that's not happening. And I'm like, people, this is not rules, it's theory. And we can only use what we've seen in the past, and no cycle is the same. So right here I called it okay, saying we were going to sell the news on the Clarity Act news, and that looks like what we're doing now. But I thought I had a picture of one of my classes I recently posted. Here is Elizabeth Warren. She was having a bad day the other day. Got to feel a little bit bad, but these pictures crack me up. Well, I can't remember where my picture is. Oh, let's check in on the Jack the Rippler post. He was saying, I messaged him about him using my video. Where'd it go? It was like 100,000 views. Let's see if I can find it. Or no, let's search Larry Fink. There it is. Here is my video that he used. It is up to 111,000 views. He could have at least tagged me in it or something. So I sent a couple messages and things. I said, you could have at least tagged me. But people, I don't know if that's the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, but it sure looked like him to James Rule and I. So I took that. And then on my channel, that short is the best short I've ever done. Where is it? Right here, 44,000 views, blew everything out of the water. People, why is it when you're just fooling around having fun, you do the best, and then when you put your heart and soul into a video, it gets like 2 views? I don't know. Anyway, moving along. So the National Crypto Association, they posted this. You don't have to go full bro to crypto. Female crypto ownership is on the rise, up 10% since last year. Zooming out further, those who join the crypto economy in 25 and 26 are more likely to be female, 42%, compared to early adopters who joined before 2025, 34%. I'm sorry, that's just a little funny, though, that they call early adopters before 2025. How about before 2017? Women are showing up in growing numbers, bringing with them broader range of reasons to use, and build with crypto. So they had that. And I decided to post this picture of some of my favorite ladies in crypto. It's not all of them, but the ones that I know. Here's Crypto Jazz. I just adore her. She's awesome. She doesn't live that far from the digital asset guy either. We're going to hang out at some point, Jazz. There is Molly Elmore. She has just done a lot for the XRP space. Bailey, Ab's girlfriend, she has just exploded onto the scene. You can watch my interview of them on YouTube. Very interesting. Ab says she may be interviewing us very soon. The one and only Eleanor Terrett. Now, Eleanor told me, we were talking at XRP Vegas, and she assured me she does not invest in crypto. She also doesn't drink. She was sitting at a bar, and I said something like, oh, let's get another drink. She says, yeah, I don't drink. She says, I'm just a cat lady who reports the crypto news. It was funny. Here is my good friend Bree Teresi and the host of Free the Money. Dr. Kamala Stevenson, she has exploded onto the scene. Her videos are incredible. Coach JV and May, his beautiful lady, she is the host of Feminine Finance on Instagram. Here are the girls from Axiom Logic. You can watch my short of them, an episode of Crypto Dating, where I get a positive answer for once. Linda P. Jones, Wall Street veteran and huge XRP fan. Her videos that Digital Perspectives and Digital Asset Investors showed a couple years ago with her valuations are absolutely incredible. There's Lady K and Melissa from World Be Free. They're having a Twitter Spaces tonight, I believe. And Bree Teresi again. I just thought that picture was so cool with XRP Vegas in the back. So we do need more women like this in crypto. I'm just going to be honest with you. At XRP Vegas, it was like 10% women is what I thought. And there were especially not a lot of young girls. And I think that's something we really need to change. I think it's kind of, I don't know, I just would have thought that crypto would be kind of more hip and sexy to young people, but it truly is not. My content proves it. When you go and watch what the general public knows about crypto, especially girls, I would use the word hostile and brutal towards crypto. You can go watch for yourself. Okay, the digital asset guy is getting you out of here actually kind of early. This is a shorter video. My short video people will be happy, but he has a very important business meeting. Got to get out of here. Nothing I say is financial or investment advice, just my own personal thoughts, opinions, philosophy, all that for fun, entertainment, educational purposes only. Please hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell your friends and family. Share this video with anyone who you think would value it. It's word of mouth and direct referrals that help me the most, and you will be helping me get closer to doing my dream job of talking about crypto all day, every day. Thank you so much, Digital Asset Guy.